We are here live at the Charlotte Motor Speedway looking here at a starry sky here for round number 8 of the USARC Autonation Cup Series. Tonight, the first ever night race for the Cup cars here. We're at Charlotte for the Bank of America 500, and it should be a very, very interesting race here tonight. Riley Spurley Tube's on the pole, 80 laps, 41 cars, a lot of storylines. We'll get that to you here during the pre-race show. But we have some stories to talk about, obviously.
Yes, we do. Starting off, the pole sitter, Riley Spurley, the man himself. It's been 3 seasons of USARC competition, but he has a 0 in the win column. Been some good runs, been some bad luck, but there's a lot of drivers in this USARC field looking to break through, and if you're starting on the pole today, Daytona Motorsports needs this, as they are pretty shut out of Top Series wins as well, outside of one apiece from Cologne and Vargas over the years. TGR's come out strong, though, as 2 of their 3 cars start 2nd and 4th.
Yeah, qualifying was fairly, the order of qualifying was fairly status quo, especially in the top 10, barring, however, Alexander Rowe with a very impressive run to put his number 62 Klondike machine in 7th place. So a very decent starting position for a team which has impressed throughout both ANTS and APS this season, especially in the 62 in both series. And some other good runs to mention as well. Maverick McColton and Jeffrey Finguy starting 13th and 14th respectively with career best qualifying runs. And that's what both teams need, both small teams who do have good backing, good funding, but have just lacked any sort of luck on track. I mean, Jeffrey Finguy has either failed to qualify at Daytona or has been involved in an incident in every single race he has made in the Cup Series. So he'll be looking for a turnaround today. And Aiden Smith as well, coming off the back of his Road America win with a very solid 16th in qualifying in a car which, with respect to Morris Motorsports, is certainly not the quickest equipment on the grid.
Yeah, I mean, Aiden Smith has been one hell of a story this year for sure, especially getting his first win, holding off Bannick Murdo on the challenging circuit of Road America. It was a very impressive showing. There's some other stories as well here, looking throughout the grid. You see just behind Aiden Smith in the number 46 machine, that is the debutant of Ali Masui. So very impressive qualifying for him in the number 46 Dodge. He'll be rolling off 18th here tonight in his first start, and yeah, just really impressive to see that car up there among some pretty big teams. I mean, you see right behind him is a BPM car, a TGR car, another BPM car, and a full send car. So some pretty big teams that are behind this 46 car.
And there's some even bigger names further back. The parity that we've seen this season in the ANCS is, I think, about what we expected. We've seen some strong cars have some success. We've seen some surprises come up when the opportunity is given to them. But Charlotte here, big speedway, this will be all right. If you're starting in the back, I think you'll be all right. So you take a look here. Kupski, Rotfield, Rigel, Cologne, Bobak Fox. Even further back are Vargas and Lexi Herman. Blair McKenzie there as well. You got a good car, you got a good motor. That's all you need here to have success. Obviously, stay out of trouble. Obviously, nail your pit stops. But this isn't a track that's a be-all, end-all. It's not a short track where it's like, man, it's so hard to pass. Here, you have the car, you have the driver, you can get it done.
We've got quite a long race
Yep.
ahead of us as well. 80 laps, and in ANTS this season, not only is the on-track product in terms of wheel-to-wheel racing been very, very exciting, but the strategical elements of these races as well. I mean, Road America and Cape Cod and Michigan, the last 3 races, have been absolutely incredible in terms of the split strategy and the different approaches teams have taken to managing tyre wear and fuel consumption in a car which is still being learned by these teams. It's all new to them still. It's only the 8th race in which these cars have competed in. So I have to say hats off to USARC for producing a car which has given us both very good side-to-side, wheel-to-wheel racing, but also strategically what they've done to the tyres and the fuel tank, and just the way these cars drive to produce some interesting elements to the race. And I'm sure we're going to see that today with 80 laps ahead of us.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's gonna be fascinating to see how these cars race here because, we've never raced here in USARC, and this track's kind of a bit of an unknown. Is it gonna be like Chicagoland, where you can run all the way up against the wall and make time, or is it gonna be more like Atlanta, where you kind of want to be towards the bottom? We just don't really know yet. It's gonna be fascinating to see what these guys choose tonight lane wise. I feel like there's gonna be some drivers that'll be trying to make the top side work, but I feel like a lot of cars tonight are gonna be trying to ride the bottom.
And we can't get lost on the fact that this is the first time the ANCS is racing under the lights as well. So, shouldn't change too much for the drivers. The marks will be the same, maybe a little bit more grip on the tires and a lot of fan excitement. But I think the command is coming soon to get these cars fired up in the Bank of America 500.
And we are back here from Charlotte. The command coming right up here in just a moment.
Drivers, start your engines!
The 41 cars roar to life here at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. USARC first night race here. It's Riley Spurley Tube and Lotus Burrito on the front row here today. Row number 2, Justin Whitmer, the number 18 Hellman's Dodge. Alongside him is Nico Santiago in the 07 machine. Row number 3, Luke Evans. That's a guy who could really use a good run, as well as Peter Onchak in the 14, who had some issues with Road America a week ago. Alexander Rove, another impressive qualifying effort in the Klondike 2. Alongside him, Zachary DeLoe, who could really get the momentum going back to his side. Starting in row number 5, Luna Bankton, number 4, Target Machine, and Cameron Brennan, the number 1. Two drivers that have had decent seasons, but both of them could use a win to really secure themselves a spot in the chase.
Yeah, the chase is going to be interesting. We only have 6 races, I think, coming up. 7 until the chase starts.
7,
so
I believe 7.
7. Thank you.
Today.
Yes. It's go time. There's drivers like Andrzej, Aiden Smith, Ricky Freeman Jr. They need big runs. Even the drivers that have wins, like Vargas. Fuck. It's go time. That's all that matters.
It's go time. Well, here we go here at Charlotte. Riley Spurley Tube, Lotus Burrito on the front row. They approach into the restart zone, and we are racing here under the lights in Charlotte. Bank of America 500 underway. Really took a pretty good launch there, to be honest. Oh boy.
Whitmer's going to clear into
so
second.
Good. Whitmer counts right now. I think we're all going to get through lap 1 clean.
Looks like it. They were 3 wide on lap 1, but we've singled down to at least double file. Santiago's found the bottom. He blows by his teammate, this Burrito, as Whitmer's up to second. Looks like the bottom is what's going to be strong here early.
Whitmer's able to fire that thing in there, though, in the 1 and 2, and really had a good corner. As this Burrito's not exactly letting go of the 08, of the 07, I mean, here. Is Whitmer up to the top side of the racetrack. He's got a pretty good run off 4, actually.
He might eye up an opportunity down into turn 1 on the 8.
Well, he made his move early. He's going to make it stick. It's early enough. You can still give, and Swirly Tube gives the inside to Justin Whitmer, who has been so strong historically on these big speedway tracks.
Yeah, Whitmer not clear yet. Swirly Tube might try to fight him here a little bit in the 3 and 4.
Giving it a good go, to be fair.
Yeah, top side looks really good in 3 and 4, even though it doesn't look that good in 1 and 2.
It definitely has some grip up for sure. That's what I was worried about. We have not seen these cars under the lights. I don't know how well they're going to able to lay the rubber down, as Whitmer power moved through 1 and 2, did not have to get off the gas, and swoops to the lead.
Yet in 1 and 2 at least, the inside line looked a lot better, but in 3 and 4 to outside,
We've had a
actually
car in the
looked
wall.
pretty good. Oh. That was through, I believe, in the 76, who's had something go wrong.
But not enough to bring out the yellow.
Able to keep it straight. A lot of damage to the left side of that car. That tells me that maybe, came down on somebody or someone slid
Whoa,
up
look
and
at how
him,
he's
pushed
gonna
him into the
roll.
wall. Boy, rim riding it here. I don't know if that far up is
That
going to
worked.
work on the track.
That
but
worked
he's
for him.
held the spot.
I thought he had a tyre down for a moment. That thing shot up between turns 1 and 2. But he's managed to hold position here. Not really lost or gained any time on this lap. A good run from Rose so far, holding position in 7th.
Is your computer on, Jack? Underneath this, not this Rio, underneath the 07 of Santiago.
Santiago's probably going to stick it up there high, but that's exactly what Alexander Rowe needs. It looks like he's setting up a move on the 10 car there, just a row behind those two as Evans up the middle, 3 wide. So much for giving early. Everybody is take here in the top 10.
And that really worked out for Evans there. I think Rowe might be the big loser of that. Now Banks is trying to jump on the outside maybe.
Boy, I think the big losers might be the 40 other cars in this field as 76 got some service on pit roads coming back out. Justin Whitmer's already out to a 1-second lead, and that gap looks like it will continue as this Burrito puts the pressure on Spurley too for second as we watch the racing deeper in the top 10.
Maverick McCalton having a great run so far there as this Burrito's gone around Spurley 2 for second.
Looks like the race pace is not there early on with Riley Spurley Tube. Maybe they really set that 8 car up really well for the shorter runs, or maybe it will come alive deeper into this race when tyre wear sets in. But interesting to note as well, the 08 actually took a decent chunk out of Whitmer's lead on that lap.
Yeah, that might be just from the battling, you know, get out there, just roll a lap down, see what you can get. Whitmer's probably as well conserving. He has enough of a gap where it's not an immediate threat. Back off, maybe run at about 90%, save your tires a little bit for the long run.
You see another, as Rose trying to get by Santiago now though, but that, I don't think that was Rowe checked up, it was Evans who looked like he checked up. As Spurley trying to get second spot back, not going to have a shot at it though, I don't think.
Oh, off the corner. I thought he didn't have anything because he entered too shallow, but this Burrito could not swing the car to cover the exit, and here comes the fight back from the 8.
Oh, I thought Evans was going to get in the back of Peter Onjak there, it got close.
I don't see a way where we're going to be able to make all 80 laps tonight without somebody getting into somebody else on corner entry, especially later in the run when you have people who have, you know, more tire grip on them compared to the others. Onjak clears for third. Somebody's going to run over somebody in this race. It's not what you want to see as a commentator or a fan, but that's just that gut feeling you get as a racing fan.
Well, Charlotte's quite a narrow.
Sorry, you go ahead.
Thank you. Charlotte's quite a narrow circuit, especially in 1 and 2. So my main worry there would be, even if we see cars go 3 wide, it makes me a little bit anxious, especially if one on the inside gets a bit tight. As we've already seen a few times in this race, cars getting tight. It's always contact.
Oh!
And that's what I was literally just talking about.
Yeah, wow. Although Luke Evans is on the move here, he's up to third. The guy who's really not on the move is Riley Spurley. He has been struggling here. He's going to drop it in green. Going back to 6th spot here. And he's got Alexander Rowe and Luna Bank and not too far behind him.
And that's not what you want if you're Spurley Tube. You know, you finally get the pole. You want some good pace in this car, but there's nothing yet.
He was loose off the pole.
You're getting blown by organizations that are just a little bit better than you, and it's just so frustrating as a driver.
And Rowe's going to sail underneath of him now. Another lost spot for Riley Spurley too. As now Luna Bankton's going to look underneath him possibly here.
Santiago playing a bit of defense there in the 3, but just outside the top 10 as we're pretty single file here. As this Burrito, we're not going to look at that because this Burrito's caught Whitmer, and Whitmer cannot turn on the jets in time. Here's the move for the lead.
Oh, I think Burrito's going to get him here too. As I think Bankton just went by both Rowe and Spurley too.
Rowe's keeping it up there up high, just as Whitmer did through 1 and 2. So maybe 1 and 2 has the grip that 3 and 4 has up top now. As this Burrito totally backed out of it, and here comes Evan and Onjak. It's going to be a 2-for-1 on the 08.
Yeah, Evans is going to get by this Burrito. I don't know if Onjak's going to be able to stay with. They're going to be side by side down in turn number 1 here for the 3rd spot. I think Onjak's going to back out of that one.
I think he didn't want to risk it on the outside there. He wanted to tuck back in. So he has lost momentum as a result.
And as a result, here comes Nicolas Santiago.
No move into 3, but here comes Luke Evans as well. Only time he's been in victory lane on a track similar to this in Atlanta, a fellow quad oval, way back when in season 1, but now setting up a move for the lead possibly as Anjek gets underneath the 08. Santiago not going with their teammates, but Disbrio fires around on the high side, so maybe that second line, you're able just to carry more center speed, roll the corner, and just hold your position as we are getting very busy. Here comes Spurley, 3 wide on the bottom.
Yeah, I think. Oh boy, you're not clear, Santiago.
The lead.
Luke Evans trying to guarantee for Justin Whitmer. Not
Not
much
happening.
of that there. Whitmer just seems to be able to fire it in there a lot harder. Really than anybody else actually right now, to be honest.
That 18 just looks so formidable on the exit of turn 2 compared to anyone
Evans
else.
trying to use the high side now.
And you know, Charlotte, it's a very dark track surface, but this track surface is old. There's bumps, there's ruts, there's grooves that get formed into this track. Whitmer may just have the chassis setup that suits this car the best across a slowly but surely wearing surface here in Concord, North Carolina.
How about Maverick McCulton running in 9th in his second race for Team Nippon GTR and catching as well, cars ahead.
Yeah, he's been doing a great job here. He had a pretty good run last week at Road America into the top 20, and you know, we've seen some of these guys who qualify well fall back, but McCulton's actually been moving forward so far here. Oh, here comes Joe Zeller now trying to get that 9th spot away.
Hanging it high on the high side as Zeller's all over the back. The 8 is really nowhere for him to go. As here comes Evans. What a move into turn 3. That's how you take the lead. But Whitmer has the car to
Whitmer's gonna have a run.
Got on the gas early. Here he comes fighting back through the front stretch.
And the 10 tried to
Evans
block
gonna
off
lead
a
that
4,
lap.
but it's not going to work.
Boy, there's like 80,000 fans here in attendance, and I don't think any one of them is sitting down as 2 of USARC's long-term veterans dog it out for the lead.
And Evans got it there. Took him a minute. He just sailed around the outside, but here comes Whitmer again. Look how quick that car is in the center of 3 and 4.
Trying to block him.
Such a run.
Hens trying his best to block the run from Whitmer, but he's so formidable on corner exit here.
Oh, Whitmer drove it in there that time.
Got it.
Time tight side. And Whitmer's got him again.
I don't think this is over. Look at the 10 car, using the high line, trying to do something different.
I think he's going to have to do something different here if he wants to get back to this 18. And here comes Nicolas Santiago into this battle. As see the first battle on track. That's Piper 6. Luna Bankton trying to get by Alexander Rowe. Not going to happen there.
Yep, the field's getting a little bit more spread out, so you're going to have to be a lot more precise with your moves, like Evans had to do a couple of laps ago just to dive for the lead. But as we get a look back through the field, I was going to mention earlier that some of the drivers that had, you know, some smaller equipment had been holding up in the top 20, but most of them have fallen out outside of McAlton and Finn Guy there in 20th as well, as Cologne, Rigel, Murdo try to work their way up through the field as Cologne and Rigel.
3 wide.
Yeah, thinking about 3 wide there on Anthony Green.
That was sketchy, but it somehow worked out for Rigel. My goodness, that is not a move I would have personally tried, but wow.
I mean, he made it work. I think it was also in his favour that Greenman really backed out when he caught a scent of that 3 wide move. And is that damage on the 42 of Ben Crouch?
Yeah, I wonder if that's who Dustin's Drew bounced off of earlier, maybe.
Oh, and this is very tight with Jeffrey Finguy.
Doesn't really seem to affect Crouch very much.
And if we keep looking back through the field, there's a big name back here, as probably about 25th is Boback Fox, who's had a very strong start to their season. Good on these speedways as well, but is nowhere tonight.
Here he is, all on his own.
I mean, Fox didn't qualify very good. He qualified 29, and he really has not moved up much since then. He moved up 4 spots from the start of the race, but really that car not really handling how I think he'd want it to right now. And, there are a couple cars not having very good nights. That car is
Vargas is still back here.
Vargas and Lexi Herman. And I don't think the 5 moved up very much here, to be honest here.
No, Mackenzie's
really.
Mackenzie's in 28, found off last lap.
Still Justin Whitmer leading this thing. As we look back, here's a battle. Zachary DeLello chasing Riley Spurley now. DeLello had a very good run going at Darlington, I know, but lost out on some pitch strategy and I think got caught up in an incident. So Charlotte's similar track to that, high speed, long straightaways. That could be what DeLello needs, but it's a track a lot of these other drivers need. You know, it suits Onjak, it suits Bennington, it suits Whitmer. Speedways, they're a popular track for a reason, not only on the schedule, but for these drivers as well.
Rondolero could use a good run. He's had a rough couple weeks, and he slipped all the way down to just plus 11 on the cut line. As Peter Onjak, a big dive in the second there, but what a move by Onjak. But yeah, DeLello really use a good night here. He's just plus 11 at the moment over the cut line. Currently, Jacques Rigel, the first driver out. Roach Rotfield holds the last spot at the moment, but a good run tonight would go a long way, I think, here for the 55 team.
I think we're starting to see, oh, what a block on their own teammate.
Yeah, that's an interesting one right there.
Yeah, I was about to say, I think we're on Jackson. He's there side by side.
Days of season 1.
I haven't seen
Driving in
these
there,
two.
that was a question.
You haven't seen these two fight on track for a long time, if I recall correctly. Like this, at least.
Yeah,
I think
Valkyrie lead
Onjak
is
will get the lead at least at the line, so that'll be a lap led for the 14 car, but I do predict Whitmer's going to be able to shove it in here through 1 and 2. No! Could not get the arc he wanted and forfeits the lead.
Runs coming back.
Maybe looking just to
he's gonna get
save
run
here
up a
late
two, though,
in
I
this
think.
run.
Wimmer's going to have to fight back up 2 to 3. He's been so good all day. It's on corner exit. Wow.
Too
I
deep.
even baited me
Way
in the
too
commentary
deep.
booth. That is just racing excellence from that 18.
I think it was too deep.
Again, though,
Yeah.
Wimmer really drove it in.
I don't think that was excellence as much as it was the 18 really struggling to get that car through the line he desired. I think we're now really noticing these tyres starting to wear down as we're almost halfway through already. But I think it's very noticeable now people are struggling with tyre wear out there.
Absolutely. As Wimmer was maybe considering coming to pit road there, because look at the line these guys are running.
Oh, they are.
Oh, they are.
And it's the front two.
Top 2 are in.
This is going to be interesting.
Well, they're going to need one more stop from here to go to the end. As the 6 also feeling in. I believe I saw the 9 back there come down. So
At a track like this, want to do the undercut, in my opinion. Get that fresh tires early so you're able to beat them on the outlap. Have hot tires when the other drivers are merging on cold tires. Obviously, there's the risk always of a caution coming out during the cycle, but I think for experienced drivers, Whitmer, Onjak, even Joe Zeller as well down here on pit road, they know the risk. They know what they're doing.
it's Freeman Jr.'s in. Maverick McCalton's in. As Wimmer's off in the way.
Looks pretty even between the top 2 that they arrived on the pit road with here in the Bank of America 500. As see if anybody runs super
what in
long.
the-
We got a lot going on pit road though, so that's
We're still green, but someone had a
51,
problem.
contact.
This is all in the back of the field where it's a lot more bunched up, especially when it comes to making it into your pit stall as the other leaders come in.
This looks like
Yeah, they've all
everybody
got
here
it
on
moved.
32.
But someone got some help, I think, going down pit road in the back there, and that's caused a bit of a jam up, and this is going to be a busy pit road here. It's going to be sketchy.
Diaz and Morgan, the main perpetrators, as Whitmer's pulling out a slight gap to the 14, and there's contact between the teammates.
Yeah, that's not the pit entry you want to have. That's going to cost him probably like a half second on track when it all boils down. I mean, pit roads are tough to enter on these mile and a half. You got to cut down center of the corner, and especially pitting under green when everybody's trying to search just for that little bit of advantage. It gets messy. but Evans is going to be down and away. Doesn't seem like that effective too much. Great stop by the 4.
Yeah, Bennington, a really good stop. This Brios had a really long stop.
Looked like he
I think
hesitated
TR
on the
is a whole
throttle
four
when he came
stops.
off.
And there's that undercut. There you go.
They're flying already. Wow.
They're long gone. Here comes Spurley Tube and Zeller as well. They already pit.
Oh, this is going to be messy.
Oh, boy.
That was way too close for comfort. Well, watch out for McColton here.
McCullough's going to try to stay around the outside of everybody if he can.
But you can already see the speed that's back in these cars. Oh, we're under yellow.
Caution.
We are in a yellow. For what, though? Oh, and someone...
Oh
Oh, I think
no!
Bannock Murdo's in there.
Your championship leader.
Yeah. Big donuts on the side of that 01. Ton of damage.
And I suspect it may be Bramashko who was on the apron as well. But that's enough to bring out the first caution.
Might be back on the lead lap.
Damage on... I thought I saw someone else with damage, but... alas.
Boyle,
Yeah, no one else with too significant damage.
Voiles is... I believe Voiles went an extra lap compared to everybody else, where he is on the ticker. And he'll fall down now as people fully cycle through. So that was a scheduled stop. He just went long, hoping to catch the caution that came out, but thankfully this happened at the very end of the cycle, and we still have a normal running order.
Yeah, I think the skill for Justin Scruto, I think he'll be the free pass here possibly. As we might get, do you think we'll see pit stops here? I think it's too early after a stop.
Maybe, I mean, if you want to try and stretch fuel, but, you know, the tyres are fresh, you've just managed to warm them up on track. I don't see the point, really, of doing it.
You're not making it to the end either.
This is true. And these guys are taking a sweet time. They're going to be caught up by the tail end, not the tail end, sorry, the other end of the pack, the front end. They're not careful.
I think they've all gotten it going as...
And I think we can definitely establish now that we are not going to see pit stops.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Maybe some of the damage cars pit, but I don't believe we'll see anyone who just pit come down.
And so with that, under this caution, we will take a look at a replay to see what was our first break in play of this race, just short of the halfway mark here. You are watching the Bank of America 500 at Charlotte. Well, both cars on fresh tyres here. Murdo and Vargas, their lines converge into turn 1, and Murdo sent hard into the wall, and when he bounces out, first in the championship hits second. And it's Benedict Murdo and Bobak Fox who had stretched a very comfortable points lead heading into this race over the rest of the field, are both involved in this incident. Just shy of halfway, but both will continue, and seems like it's minor damage, but it's certainly enough to bring out the yellow here at Charlotte Motor Speedway.
Well, and you see here Ian Smith going through 3 and 4, trying to make it to pit road, and he decides pretty late to try to pit, goes flying in and clips the edge of the pit wall, and that is his night over just a week after his first win. That is not a particularly fun way to go out, I don't think, here for the Morris Motorsport guys. Just a rookie mistake, though, there after we saw so much composure from a week ago. Just definitely a shame to see. Welcome back here from the Charlotte Motor Speedway here as Justin Wimmer leads the way. We're getting set to go back racing just before halfway. Your top 5 at the moment here is Justin Wimmer, Peter Onjack, Riley Spurleytube, Joe Zeller, and Luke Evans. The rest of your top 10, it's Luna Bennington, Ricky Freeman Jr., Alexander Rowe, Zachary DeLow, and Jack Regel. So it'll be interesting what we have on the restart here. As interesting things in pit stops, TGR, one of the big losers. They fell out of top 10. Santiago's back at 11th. This Burrito back in 15th. One of the bigger winners from the pit stop is the number 6 car. That was well, 52 worth in billion.
There's been some shakeups for sure, but here, under the floodlights of Charlotte, we have seen a flood of action in the first half of this race, and I think we're about to see another half of that as we'll go green on lap 39 of 80, just before halfway. Whitmer and Onjack, they know how to race each other. Spurleytube and Zeller, Evans as well, a lot to prove, and then some strong veterans looking at use their adjustments on their cars. Bennington, Freeman as well back there. As we take the green, we're racing once again in Charlotte.
I don't think Onjak got away well.
No, he definitely did not. Near to the Ludum Bank. I don't think Freeman's here making a move, or Yell's making a move.
The big move being made, though. Riley Spurleytube up to second. Zeller will follow. Can Onjak get the bite up on the high side through 3 and 4 to fight back?
Big stack up off of 2 back there. Freeman Jr. did not get going. They might be 3 wide because of that.
Yeah, they offer out
Brave
Miguel
moves
slow
back
as
there.
well.
Zachary DeLow around the outside, looking at Anthony Greenman trying to get through this mess.
I think they fixed the setup on that 8 car, unless it's still a very short run car, but Spurleytube is putting a ton of pressure on Onjak. As here comes Freeman looking once again under the 4, as we are still side by side deep outside the top 10.
A little bit closer. Whoa, Rowan. DeLow might have touched. I got
If
tight.
they didn't, that's as close as you can get without.
Look at this back here.
Mess back here. This is a Hornets mess.
This is scary to be a part of. Look at this. Cologne's going to send him 3 wide.
Yes, he is over underneath Wesley Herman.
Herman's got some
My
damage on the
goodness.
side of that car. Just a little scrapes here from all the racing hard back in the pack, but not making up any ground, though, is Murdo or Bobak Fox even further back. But McGall
Ooh.
shoots up the track. He's in the wall. Oh, my goodness.
He was having such a good night. They're all going to get around him, I think. That cost them at least 10 spots. That's a shame right there for Matt Carlson. Well, this is going to get dicey, though, down to turn 1 here. These guys are all over the racetrack.
I
Oh,
guess the 16 just bounced up and out of the groove into the wall because the car's continuing its full space. It's not.
But he's still good. He's still using the top side to rip back around to 77.
I'll give him credit. That's a racer right there.
My goodness. That is tight.
they're still going
This is
for it.
very close, I think. If you look way back up the field, I think we're side by side once again for second.
Go back
He's
up the
done it.
road. I saw that.
Oh, yeah. Huge implications for the chase as we're halfway through the regular season now.
Have to see if they said anything on the radio. Spurley to second, ripping the top side. Riley Spurleytube will hold it down unless Onjak can fire off the corner, but he's got his hands full and his mirror full with the fellow Chevy, the 64.
I think the
Look at
10.
Evans way
yeah.
down low. I don't
Through
know
a
if it was
block.
defensive or offensive.
Oh, that was tight.
It's going to work for him, though, and Bankton might try to go whip him. My goodness, the racing here tonight has been spectacular.
I'm amazed that we've got through that initial restart phase without an incident. Look at these guys still.
We may not be done yet.
Boy, Charlotte's not a track where you want to be 3 wide as they come through the quad over 2 little bends in the front straightaway. Not a smooth corner or anything like a tri-oval such as track out like in Michigan, as it is very busy still in the top 10. The field stampedes down the backstretch.
It's dicey. As here comes Onjak. Gotta couldn't get it done.
We've got a run on the 18.
It's a new defensive move though, but Whitmer is dropping off. Right, probably played at that lap just a little too conservative. Here comes Spurleytube looking to take back the P1 he started the race with.
We got chopped off though in the middle of the corner. Wimmer just able to power it in.
This feels like a big race for Riley Spurleytube. I don't know about you guys, but the pole position, the frustration with the last few races and how they've gone for him. You know, this is a very talented driver and a very good car. They're just waiting for the pieces to pull right for them. And here tonight under the lights, Spurley is fast.
He is, but I do have to wonder about Whitmer as well. It's weird because he is the prey in this situation, and it seems like he's almost toying with Spurleytube and Onjak because he'll get right up to them, they'll catch him, and then as soon as they get close enough, he just drives away like he did just there on the back.
Yeah, I don't know.
Ooh,
It's
the
gonna be
10
interesting.
moved up the
Evans
track.
and Joe Zeller there. Joe Zeller's another guy that could really use a good night. Has not a good season. And, you know, that team's really struggled all season. And, I mean, that's been the story for the 64 car this year is, whoa, Greenman! Oh, he got there, it was close.
There was. There's a name as well at the very end of this pack that we thought was going to drive through this field, and they have. Welcome Blair McKenzie to the mix.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It took a little bit for Blair to get up here, but they're up inside the top 15 now as she's on the charge here, bound with Cameron Brand. I believe that's for 14th at the moment here.
And whatever problem Bobak Fox has had, it looks terminal. 44 still on pit road.
Yeah, it's a shame for Bobak. I mean, that team has been having such a good season, and it seems like it might be coming apart a little bit, at least here tonight. But there's always next week the rebound. Bapper Forf is on. Bennington with a power move underneath of Luke Evans.
Wow.
And this 14, they've been one of the bigger stories, I feel like, in the way this year. They've been having some really strong runs. Junior. And Luke Evans is getting the
He's out of the rhythm. He's got to just get his head down again and lock back in. I think he's been frazzled by a few of these overtakes.
Yeah, Bennington made a tight overtake. Freeman here tried a similar overtake.
Runs coming.
Yeah, really was trying to get a run though on Whitmer.
Oh, we're under yellow.
Oh, caution's out. Oh, is that the 07?
Oh no.
That's
It is. That was a harrowing place to be stopped, but it seems like the rest of the field has missed him, which is good. The speedy USARC cleanup crews will get there timely under caution before everybody else cycles around. And Spurleytube looking a little unhappy at Whitmer running up alongside him under caution, but we hope Santiago's all right. A lot of damage to that 07.
Yeah, that
pit stops here because you can go to the end from here, I believe.
You can.
Yeah, so
That's a 30-lap window.
this is a make or break for the race here. I think what Spurley there was doing was maybe a little message to Whitmer saying stop toying around, because it gets viable to say he certainly was to an extent during that 10-lap phase of green flag racing, and everyone is down pit road.
Our driver that needs a shout out tonight for having a good night is Anthony Greenman. I didn't realize that he's been all the way up to 8th here, so it's gonna be interesting to see here tonight though. It's gonna be very interesting how pit stops go. We know earlier in the race, Wimmer and Onjack had pretty good stops, as well as Luna Bankton. Can those crews deliver again? Or is the number one pit stall going to get Riley Spurleytube to lead?
There are only 20 laps on this run. I'm very curious to see if anybody will gamble for 2 tires, although it does not look like that is the case, and that is probably a smart move with the fall off we've seen. As everybody comes down and away. Whitmer's hit the back of the 08.
And then
Whitmer is stranded on pit road.
Oh, and Evans is hit.
Oh, they're all
race is
stuck.
falling apart. Whitmer is trapped. He can't get the car in gear, and Evans is stuck behind the 08. This is a mess.
Oh my goodness. Wimmer's done.
That could be a black flag. That could be a black flag for those guys.
And Evans is destroyed as well.
Boy.
I don't believe this.
What in the world
USARC
did we
will
do?
almost certainly have something to say about that, because that endangered so many people on pit road.
Yeah, Rick Newman Jr. got a piece of that. McKenzie just lost all their track possession on pit road.
That's given Spurleytube
That
the
was a
lead.
messy sequence. Yeah, Greenman had a great stop also. I think Greenman Jr. might have some nose damage. I know
Herman's up
had a
here.
good stop. Crouch had a good stop. I think Bankton had a bit of a slow stop in the 4. My goodness, though.
Yeah, USARC, I mean, I think we all agree that that is a ridiculous thing to happen on pit road, and unsurprisingly, oh no, I thought the 10 was coming down. He's not. I believe he's around the mid-pack, but
That's a shame for Luke Evans. I mean, such a good night.
that's such a dangerous... I don't know who... We'll have to take another look at that, but that was ridiculous. Yeah, USARC, I imagine, are looking into that one.
Well, we're going to see what happened to Santiago first, I'm sure, but there's going to be a lot of story points, a lot of talking lines after a pit road incident has totally shaked up this running order, at least in the top 5.
Well, down the back straightaway, McKenzie and Santiago. McKenzie just drives it in a little bit too deep, and it puts the 07 in the wall, and immediately that car gives out. Stops dead centre in the middle of the banking, and terrifyingly close calls there. But luckily, everyone is okay. Alas, it is day done for the 07 team. Luckily, that win and that strong early run at the start of the season keeps their chase hopes very much in the balance.
While small stalls here at Charlotte Motor Speedway have taken out a lot of competitors, Whitmer tries to get out, but this burrito pulled so far to the right, he could not find the room. And then the car jumps out of gear. He can't go. Evans, for some reason, cannot make it out of his box as well. He gets trapped, tries to go the wrong way around the 08 in frustration, causing him to get blocked, and Whitmer accidentally throws it in reverse. Thankfully, the 18 and 08's crews got over the wall in time after that mess, but unfortunately, with damage to the gearing system of the 18, he'll need to spend some time with the hood open, and the 08 will need some time putting a new rear clip on their Toyota Camry. So it's an unfortunate end of the day for two very strong contenders this season so far.
Welcome back here from Charlotte here as we're getting set to go back racing. We'll go back green with 26 laps to go. We still have, I believe, 39 cars on the racetrack. 39 cars on the, well, 38 really, but like Fox still on pit road. 3 of them are a lap down. Dustin Screw has been not able to be waved due to the fact he's been back of the pack. USARC not feeling comfortable waving that car around the entire field, as well as the aforementioned 08 and 18 who had to make some repairs on pit road. Luke Evans did continue on from that wreck. He is on the lead lap, but I believe he's back in around 19 or so at the moment.
18th.
But yeah, Frio back out, Wimmer back out. Their nights, unfortunately, are pretty much over, really, here. Just a shame for both of them. But Riley Spurley-Tube, a real shot his first win here tonight. Here on Jack, we know he's so good on these racetracks. Dale Zeller could use a win tonight. Anthony Greenman could really use that first win right now to get himself into the chase. And Ricky Greenman Jr., a second win, that could be huge for the 41.
Spurley-Tube enters the restart zone, and that striking purple and black number 8 gets the green, and we're back underway with just over 25 laps to go. And it's time to bring the action, because here comes Zeller, here comes Freeman, here comes Brennan, all on the inside of the drivers who started ahead of him on the restart. They timed it perfectly. Zeller, have not seen much. He gained a lot of speed in that car after the first stop, and can he do it again as we're 3 wide, even further back in the top 10?
That's Lexi Herman who sailed it in there. Oh,
Nearly
boy,
sent
I
the
don't think-
55
I don't think
in the
they're
wall.
done yet.
Oh, we got wrecked all around!
Oh!
They saved
Oh,
it, baby!
no! Oh, this is gonna be big.
Oh, and we pile in at the back of the field. Onjak
my
gets caught
goodness.
out in a wreck back into the pack again,
My
just like the
God.
Daytona 500. A lot of small teams damaged, and
Wimmer's
got pushed
destroyed.
back there, and his day is officially done from that. McKenzie's destroyed.
Oh,
a lot
boy.
of small teams.
Are you kidding me?
I think Spurley saved it, you know. Oh,
He's got
no.
rear end damage. Yep, the rear end of that car is all torn up.
He'll be back. He's got some fight in him. The optimist in me says that this isn't over for him, but what was going on there?
That got the lead out of, by the way. Burley, no, they're saying that car out there,
Yeah,
so he'll be in 10th.
wow, and that's huge.
And imagine there's gonna be a lot of other cars that won't see.
Erdo's got a crumpled hood as well. I don't think we mentioned that. The 01 is probably going to be
Yeah.
out of this as well.
My goodness, that is just in. I think these guys get sorted out, I believe. But how about? Boy, I don't even know.
He's only gone down. He's only fallen down to 10. I'm trying to be an optimist here because I
Yeah,
was
but it's
I was
not a
really
good night for
enjoying.
Riley
Yeah, I was
Spurley,
really
too.
enjoying how he was running. Yeah, with a damaged car, obviously prospects aren't too great, but wow, just what an awful way to go. We'll allow the teams at the back to get their stops in, and we will see a replay here. The leaders coming together here at Charlotte.
We'll slow it down for you, folks. Through 3 and 4, Onjak has a big run on the outside. Spurley-Tube giving it his all, uses the fence, drifts up the racetrack, gets loose. You see the rear of the car kick out there, and then they just run out of room with the safer barriers here at Charlotte. Spurley-Tube does a full rotation, backs it into the wall. Onjak almost has it straight, almost has the car on damage, hits the wall twice, comes back down into traffic, and ooh, a big hit by the 52 to the back of the 14. We'll end Onjack's competitive day. We'll end Billion's competitive day, and there's nowhere to go where everybody was running 3 wide in the back. Murdo, McKenzie, Whitmer, Disparito, all big names, all pile in, along with some of our lesser funded competitors as well, the 46, 76, 79, couple more as well, just getting minor pieces of that. But for the chase picture as a whole, Onjack, the second wild card coming into the day, Spurley Tube looking to advance, looking for his first career win. Hard racing just went all wrong under the lights.
Welcome back here from Shara. We are going to go back racing with 21 laps to go after what will more likely to not go down as the race defining incident here, as the top 2 cars on the racetrack got together and both crashed. Onjack is out of it. Spurley Tube is still in 10th, but that car might be pretty wounded. It's going to be tough for him to hang on here.
Yeah, only 32 cars left. I mean, that wreck left me in shock. I was dead silent, utterly speechless. A few cars out as well. Murdo, Masui, Billion, McKenzie, and Whitmer. That wreck tipped that car over the edge.
Something really interesting here when we go back Reno here. Joe Zeller, as I said earlier, I believe, really could use a win. So could really the entire top 5, actually. It would be season changing. Actually, really the entire top 6 would be season changing.
Oh, they don't get going. That's Brennan.
Start. Brennan's the first driver to peak out, as there's some action back there with Lowe and Crouch. But Cameron Brennan have not seen much of SSR tonight outside of Luke Evans, who has had his night be damaged twice now from under caution on pit road and the most recent caution. But Brennan looking to strike in the 1. He's all over the back of Zeller through 3 and 4 as Freeman tries to hold it up high.
I saw 3 wide, I think, back there. Actually, really did not be on a lot better than I thought he'd be able to. Although he has lost out to the 4. But up in front, it's all Joe Zeller right now, but Brendan is right there, and so is Freeman Jr. 3 wide, Stephen Colon.
Oh, you can't go 3 wide through 1 and 2 if your car isn't red and black, but boy, they're all making it work. As here comes Herman peeking out, making a look for 3rd on Freeman.
Really, he's actually hanging in there really well, but I don't think that car's going to got to win anymore. But
no, I think you saw him get a little bit loose there. There is going to be handling problems for that 8 car. However, he is still doing a decent job for now.
On the move there for Perkins to restart. Freeman here trying to hold off Anthony Freeman. He'll do just that.
It looks like the damage is just all aero on the 8. It's nothing engine. He's still got all the horsepower in that car, but you know, with speedway like this, you're going to need that aero as well. And that rear end dragging across the ground, kicking up sparks here under the night sky is definitely not made his performance. As here comes Brennan setting up a move off of 4, peeking out.
Cameron Brennan going for the race lead into turn number 1. Can he get the pass done?
Gotta hold it. Gotta hold the throttle wide open. I don't think he did. I think there was a lift. Zeller's able to hold it wide open up high.
Oh, he hung right on his quarter panel.
Side draft.
Zeller side draft his way back to the lead. Great job there by the 64.
Very good defense on Joe Zeller. Freeman still looking to get by Herman.
Oh, contact. They definitely touched.
They didn't get together. Yeah, I think they did, though, as you said. But it's going to allow Freeman here to get up to 3rd. Oh boy, they're
just feel the intensity of this race. Freeman and Herman, Greenman as well. 3 A-rate drivers in this series looking to turn their seat on today. Freeman does have a win, but he's so low in points. Looking to strike at the opportunity of all of the other A-rate drivers in this field falling out. As here comes Brennan trying to prove his worth once again on Zeller. Oh, can he hold it wide open this time? Oh, he will!
Junior!
Oh, he will!
He went for the lead down the back!
That was incredible.
Does anybody lift? That was the question.
No, you don't, surely.
He's have to.
Oh, they're going to have to.
Too deep from the 64, though.
Got the stick, I think. But I don't know if
Borger's down pit road.
More so. Who's down pit road?
I believe it's 74. Yes.
Oh yeah, this was Borger. That's a shame.
Oh no, that was nearly in the
trying to
wall.
rip the top.
Not worked.
No, it is not.
And I hope they keep that radio message away from your race leader, Joe Zeller, that both of his two teammates are down pit road with issues. One obviously worse than the other with Bobak Fox, but Zeller just needs to hold that car for 15, now 14 more laps. But there's two drivers very strong behind. Here comes Brendan on the attack once again through 1 and 2. He's tried one move, he's tried another move. What works this time? That, just a simple pass.
Yeah, he got it that time there. Took him a minute to get it done, but he's eventually gone through. Freeman Jr. is now going to maybe try to step to 64. Here comes Herman as well into the picture. See, Herman rolled off in the very back of the field. He's all the way up to 4th.
Zeller's looking back.
Nothing in it in the 1. I think it's too risky just yet.
Oh, Herman way up the racetrack. Trying to shove up the hill.
Well, there's going to be lap traffic to play here. That's Bulk Borger. And possibly some more further down as well. As there goes Herman clearing into 3rd, already eyeing up a move on the 64.
Well, Herman is flying right now. I mean, this team is well out of the top 20, but nothing's impossible here for them to get in. A win, though, I think is really their only way into the chase at this point.
But that's the way you turn your season around. Herman is a
fourth.
USARC winner. They know what to do, and they know how to get by Joe Zeller for 2nd. Now, can they prevent Cameron Brennan from pulling away with this thing? It's been a while in this race since we've seen the leader just able to drive away.
453 checking out.
Loose.
That's invited pressure from Zeller, Riemann, and RFJ, all bumper to bumper into turn 1.
And here we go again. Anthony Riemann for 3rd. He's going to get it. Imagine if Anthony Riemann can pull this off. That would be a huge win for that team.
Brandon Morris having a good day, by the way, just edging into the top 10.
Yeah, I mean, this is the battle, I believe, for the 9th spot. As Morris is going to take it away from Ben Crouch. Both of those cars having really nice runs. And here comes Riemann for 2nd. And he's got it.
Not
maybe
quite.
not. Now he's got it, I think.
That's big.
He's got a go, though, now.
Yeah, Herman gave it there all up top, but just could not keep the foot in it. Had the back end kick out a little bit, and has to surrender 2nd to Greenman. And this would be a vindication of a win for BPM. It was by far and away the strongest car all day, but now maybe the 15 has something up their sleeves as here he comes for the lead.
Gotta make it stick, though, here. Can he get it?
Herman's trying to get involved as well. 3 wide, maybe?
Yeah, that's going to prevent any sort of comeback from Brennan to swoop down any sort of crossover, as it's going to be 2 gray Dodges out front leading this one. Herman, though, knows how to scrap with Freeman. This will be interesting. Freeman looking for anything he can. Does not seem like the 41 has the power on the long run. It's Zeller versus Brennan once again, but this time for 3rd.
These tyres have been on an awfully long time, by the way. They're coming towards the end of the stint.
Oh, here comes
I see a
Herman.
lot of mistakes then, as people lose grip, slip up the racetrack. I think that's what happened to Freeman last time through 3 and 4. Here's the move by Lexi Herman.
50's going to fight this one. Switchback incoming. Or not, actually. I think he lost a run.
No, that was kind
held
of dirty
on to
air
it.
that the 53 dumped on corner exit, prevented the 15 from any run. That's allowing Brennan to get up to 2nd here. Don't count out Luna Bennington. She dropped off a lot. Maybe has saved her tires. She's definitely in the mix as Brennan and Freeman all over one another through 1 and 2. And Zeller's probably going to push higher on the 1 as well.
Oh, they're so
drops the
close.
line is
Herman's
near
line.
contact. Herman's missed the line.
There's the 74.
Incoming. And they're going to go 3 wide nearly. Zeller thought about it.
And Greenman fired in there on the outside. Yes, he... not really, actually. Although, Herman had a terrible corner.
Really backed up the entry, and this is going to be 2 by 2 through the top 5.
Oh my god, guys. Oh, here comes
Oh,
Bennington.
here comes the 4!
3 rows. It looks like the start of the race.
Oh my goodness, and Herman's going to fire back on the outside and hang on to that spot.
Tyres are gone. They're just
Yeah,
gone.
Bennington had to back out, but I think Freeman Jr.'s looking 3 wide.
Oh my
Zeller
god.
was all over the track on exit off of 4. That's why Freeman's going to throw it in 3 wide. That's tight, but everybody being cordial, giving the space with only 5 laps to go in the Bank of America 500. Can Herman hang on? Contact!
What a save!
Freeman had a phenomenal save. I think him and Benson almost just got together. That would have been not a fun FSR team meeting.
Would have been a massive accident.
Lexi Herman's going to have to try to hold on for 4 more laps.
Uh-oh, here we go.
Borger. And where do you go?
This is going to be a factor for sure.
Outside.
The outside. They are
Herman's
spreading out
lucky
now.
because the rest of the field is
There's another
giving
lap
her
car
a
there, I think,
cushion.
too.
He
Oh, I
has
don't
a
know if he'll
decent
be able to
lead.
get in
She's able to
there.
be patient with the 74, which helps a lot.
Oh, but Borger's got pressure tires, I think, maybe.
Yeah, he does.
And that's
This is going to be
pull up the
difficult.
53 a little bit.
Freeman Jr. to second. 3 to go.
That's crucial now. There's a car in between the leader and second place. That could decide it. Oh no, poor run from the 53. Here comes Borger.
Yeah, I think Freeman's got to get into 74 right here, though, right now. He's got to make this quick.
He's got the line into the corner, but does he have the momentum? Herman,
Oh, Herman
tires
did a
are
good run.
gone. Backing up the corner.
Here comes Freeman Jr.
2 to go.
Oh, he's looking. Herman
Oh
trying to
my
pull back.
god. This is not going to be over until the
Tight.
final corner,
Wants
maybe
to
even
send it
the
in there.
line.
Herman shut the door again on entry. That really backed up Freeman, though. Brennan's in the mix as well. Herman using the drive off of exit. That's all she has to fight defensively over the 41-1. Big lead now as we're going to come around. Next time by is the white.
Yeah, Herman's got it right now, but Freeman Jr.'s got a good run here for middle 1 and 2, for middle 3 and 4, I meant.
He's hunting her down big time. White flag in the air.
I saw Brandon Morris on pit road. Something might have happened to the 6.
I was worried that was the pace car for a second, but it's not. It's going to have to be all in 3
Oh,
and
no.
4 for
Hang
the
on.
41, as there's going to be a slow car. Slow car might be in the way, but it shouldn't matter too much for the 53 of Lexi Herman. 40th to 1st, just a couple more 100
Oh,
feet to
he's
go.
on
But
41.
Freeman's got to run!
To the inside, he's gonna get blocked!
Side by
to
side.
the line! Herman got it!
Auto finish!
Oh,
my goodness!
Have you ever?
Oh my lord.
Wow.
Have you ever?
No, I've never. Jesus, I need a moment. Wow.
Wow.
Lexi Herman, 0 to hero. At
What a
Charlotte,
race.
Drive.
on the biggest
That is a
stage.
defining drive in USARC. 40th to 1st. You don't see that every race.
And it would have been 41st as well. She qualified dead last. It was only one car failing inspection. But Lexi Herman, wow, what a win. Simply lovely stuff. Oof, we're gonna have to see a replay of that finish. 100%.
That's
Oh
a
my
huge
God.
confidence builder as well.
Yeah, that's
Herman down and out after missing Cape Cod, has been relatively nowhere the rest of the season. I mean, had a good run going at Darlington, I know, but got taken out in an unfortunate accident there. That's how you prove your worth as a driver. And Freeman Jr. as well, having a tough season, almost got win number 2. He's been way down to the points, caught out in bad luck. And just like we saw this entire race with all the names in the field that were going for the lead, it's just proving your worth, putting it all out there as a driver for 80 laps. And the fans did not sit down often for this one. That was 5-star racing.
Absolutely. I mean, looking the rest of your top 10, Joe Zeller comes home in 3rd. Great night for the 64 team. Same thing with Cameron Brennan in 4th. Luna Bang continues her strong season. Anthony Greenman might be a what could have been kind of night for him. Stephen Cologne recovers back up to 7th. Zachary DeLove, a much needed 8th. And it's the 2 FSR cars rounding out the top 10 of Ben Crouch and Reese Kupski. But we will get some looks at that finish. What a finish. What a race here tonight at Charlotte.
They said we were out of it.
God.
Oh my god!
That might be the best
Let's
USARC race
go.
I've ever seen.
Holy cow!
That
was
I
incredible.
was sweating bullets.
I was
Those fucking laps.
hyperventilating because it looked over and then all of a sudden it wasn't over off turn 4.
Oh, we're
Herman
so
blocked
back.
him just enough.
We're so back.
Herman mirror drove him
Well,
going off 4.
I know. I mean, watch the
Run
run
out of
here.
gas?
No, it's just a
Like,
bad.
that
It was just a
the
bad
worst
bad
turn
corner.
Here comes
ever.
Freeman. Huge run. And then Freeman pops to the inside. And Herman
Lexi
just
swerves.
slams the door.
But it's not enough. I mean, the 41 gets
Oh.
alongside. That is definitely the closest finish in USARC history.
Yeah. I think if there was another lap, it would be over, but...
Half a car length.
Oh my god. We're so back. Welcome back,
That-
Triple Five
I think that might be the
Engineering.
best USARC race I've seen. I really
I can't. I
believe
mean,
that.
obviously recency bias aside, I can't. I don't know. Yeah, I might have to. I agree. Jesus, I
That
can't
was
get my words out.
incredible. Oh my god.
The both of Lexi's wins this season have come by holding off on Jotto cars now, because that was Memphis as well.
She's got Memphis pinned down.
She really does. She's got what?
3 wins.
Around
Yeah.
there now. The only Memphis race the only event at Memphis that was USARC sanctioned that Lexi did not win was the season 1 truck race, which she did not run.
Hmm. Okay, who wants to take the win replay, the finish replay?
I think Peter's here, so I'll do it. He's muted and deafened. Oh, never mind, he's here. Maybe.
I had to go to the bathroom. I'm back.
Oh,
Holy
hi.
shit! What a race.
Do you want to take the finish replay, or do you want me to take it, or do you want Luke to take it?
Go for it.
Alright, I'll take it.
I've like half thrown my voice out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was kind of stuttering and stumbling after that one. So
Yeah, what a
I was
race.
stuttering even before this one. Fucked up the start.
yeah, I forgot you swore
Alright.
at the start.
Don't worry about that.
forgot-
It's fine.
She forgot who
alright,
Aiden Smith was.
I'll take the finish replay.
That's fine.
Well, you see right here, going for 3 and 4. Lexi Herman seems to have it under control, and right there, that gray and green number 41 pops into view off the final corner. Herman gets a bit loose. Freeman Jr. tries to cut to the bottom. Herman tries to slam the door on him, and it's just not quite enough to slam the door, but it's just enough to hang on by under a car length in what I believe has to be the closest finish we've ever seen in USARC. Just what a night here in Charlotte for the ANCS's first ever night race. I think it's going to certainly, I think that's certainly going to earn a place as one of the all-timers here for USARC in a defining race of the season for sure here. For Lexi Herman, that is the only thing that could have saved her season, and there's still work to be done here on the point side, but it makes things at least possible now for Team 53. Oh my
The
god.
key thing, the biggest thing of any of that win guarantees that Lexi's back in the top 32.
I just realized, am I gonna be the fucking points leader?
You might be.
I'm the
Genuinely,
only part of survive.
you might be. What are points gonna look like after this?
I don't
That's
know.
a great question. Okay, we got to
It's
do.
gonna be all sorts
Yeah, we
of
gotta do the rest
screwy.
of the post race.
Yeah, we got to do post race quickly. But wow.
Okay, y'all
We'll
have
talk
fun
about
with
the
it.
tape. Oh my god. Yes, Brian Grigsby top 20. America on your feet.
Okay.
Oh. Well, we've had our time to catch our breath here after 80 laps of just incredible racing here tonight at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. And I think I just have to ask both of you again, key takeaways from tonight on both the racing as well as how this affects our season is, with tonight done, we are officially over halfway in the race of the chase here for the Autonation Cup Series.
I think the championship drivers proved their worth tonight. It was all out racing for 80 laps, everybody giving it their all. We had the drivers who started on the back foot, worked their way up through the field. We had the drivers start on their good foot, give it their all, and it ended up being checkers or wreckers for a lot of them. Overall, well, I do think it's the best USARC race we've ever seen because it is our first one. They've set a very high bar for the years to come, but overall, I think the biggest takeaway just needs to be the action these drivers put on. There's going to be a massive point shakeup. There's a little bit of controversy as well. Some incidents that are definitely going to have some people Unhappy. The pit road ones, the Jack and Spurley tube, getting into each other for the lead, come to mind. But that was great. That was good racing, and that's why we're all here.
Well, I mean, that race had everything, didn't it? I mean, we had great storylines coming in. We have even greater coming out. I mean, Lexi Herman, literally 0 to hero, qualifying last, 41st, starting in 40th, wins the race and really only takes it at the line. It wasn't clear or definite whether or not who was going to win that race until they came off of turn 4, or even later than that. I mean, I'm still a bit speechless and stumbling over my words, to be honest. And yeah, Riley Spurley tube as well. I mean, you know, the win is coming for that man, and I think today, you know, we saw that hunger from him. Greenman as well, the same can be said. RFJ as well. That's a great result for his chase hopes. And I mean, every race recently, especially, has been better than the last. It's incredible.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I think this will be a very defining race of the season for sure. Points wise, I really don't know who's going to end up being the points leader. Bobak Fox had issues, Benedict Murdo had issues. The two really only the only real cars in the top 7 who didn't have issues were the 4 and the 55. So it's going to be fascinating to see how that ends up here. So we'll see what happens here on the point side of things as we enter half 2 in the race of the chase here. It's Richmond next up for the Autonation Cup Series here. Short track, Saturday night racing. It should be a very good show. But we'll see what happens then at Richmond. Until then, though, thank you for tuning in here tonight at Charlotte for the Bank of America 500. Congratulations to Lexi Herman on the win, and we'll see you next time out for the Autonation Cup Series, at least at Richmond International Raceway. Until then, goodbye.